Very well, let's move on to the next news about GROK. For months, we've seen many new models take forever to release, and when they finally appear, they barely change anything. But with XAI, the pace has been different. GROK 1 appeared in late 2023, half a year after GROK 1.5 arrived with a huge context window and stronger reasoning abilities. 3 months later came GROK 2, with deep improvements in code, reasoning, and vision, plus an integrated image generator. Then, GROK 3 was trained with about 10 times more compute than GROK 2 on a massive cluster using 200,000 GPUs, and in July 2025, GROK 5 arrived, which XAI described as their most intelligent model with native tool use, integrated code interpreter, web search and training, 256K token API, and a voice mode that can analyze live camera feed. It's a sequence with qualitative leaps every few months, and well, today GROK 4 is what we have available on the website. Musk has indicated that GROK 5 will arrive before the end of 2025. That would mean just about 5 months after GROK 4. The expectation is that it will be another level up, not just an incremental update. Rumors point to much more advanced multimodality, combining text, image, audio, and video more naturally, closing visual comprehension gaps, and making video generation an integrated part of the model itself. The fact that XAI has brought in hardware experts from Dojo suggests they're optimizing not just software but the entire stack. Leaks also point to a strong focus on multimodal reasoning, not just image description or video generation. It's speculated that the model can interpret diagrams, understand them visually, generate code from what it sees, and then explain it in natural language. And behind all this is scale. GROK 5 would use the next generation of Colossus, described as infrastructure capable of achieving unprecedented energy levels. One study mentioned capabilities exceeding 200,000 H100 GPUs, an architecture designed for real-time data. According to this approach, more computing power would enable much more complex reasoning chains, coherence in very long dialogues, and new capabilities that smaller models could never demonstrate. And that's where Musk's statement comes in. He estimates there's a 10% probability that GROK 5 will be AGI or something indistinguishable from AGI. He also defined AGI as artificial intelligence that can do anything a capable human could do with a computer without reaching the combined intelligence of all humanity and its machine. He stated this version matching all of humanity would arrive in 3 to 5 years. Some believe it's unlikely GROK 5 will achieve AGI so quickly, as this would require a radically different form of reasoning. But others point to GROK 4's achievements in rankings like RC AGI, where it outperformed leading systems. The definition of AGI isn't singular. A recent article defined AGI as matching or exceeding a trained adult's cognitive versatility, creating an evaluation framework with dimensions like general knowledge, mathematics, reasoning, working memory, long-term memory, recall, and visual auditory processing. In that study, GPT-5 appeared in about 58% of cases and GPT-4 in about 27%. Within this framework, long-term memory was viewed as one of the major bottlenecks. It was also noted that models like GROK 4 had underdeveloped visual reasoning capabilities. Meanwhile, another discussion suggested AGI might be achievable without fully solving continuous learning across versions. But they also mentioned that an algorithm that self-generates problems, learns, and sets new goals would be the final piece. Amid all this, GROK 4 showed that with specific instructions and program synthesis, its ARC benchmark performance multiplied without new hardware. This sparked the idea that GROK 5 would not just scale in size, but optimize reasoning, reinforcement, and efficiency. XAI also launched GROK Fast with 2 million context tokens at a much lower cost than GROK 4, using reinforcement to decide when to think deeply and when to respond quickly. With Colossus 2 and the race for energy and GPUs, GROK 5 emerges as a bet on a different approach. More efficiency, better reasoning, and much shorter improvement cycles. The question remains that will this be enough for GROK 5 to become indistinguishable from general intelligence, or just another huge leap in power while still falling short of true AGI?